Yeah. Parked the days in and taking no days in. Yeah. Don't need a vacation, I need a replacement. Busting the lights out soon as we came in. Yeah. What are they talking about? What is pertaining? Yeah. Need me a therapist to ask if I'm aging. Is it me? Do you feel caved in? All of my demons invading. I live here, no hesitating. They biting, they cadence. Go out their way, it's okay. Just like the doors in the basement. I got a gate with my face in it. Yeah. Icy cold, it is so icy cold. Yeah. Mixing the water with cheese is making the money get mold. Yeah. Trying to be like gang, you better go get it in vogue. Yeah. Put 84s on lanes, I rob out, you think it is spokes. We did it, we said it, we smoke. Yeah. We put it out, thought it was smoke. This 504. This is at home, right down the street from Alamo. Brand new, this new place I got to. New world, new sky, that's so blue, it's black too. New growth, all these space I outgrew. Blue bands, get my cash from drop through. Oh yeah, flash, keep the flash.
Yeah, man. We back. Burning Bridges podcast, man, after our bye week. What up, Adam? How we doing, man? I pray all is well with you and your folks. As you already know, first things first and get it out the way. Yes. You're rocking with the best, man. Phoenix Suns play tonight, the Warriors. So good luck to my sons. You know what I'm saying? We are hashtag Valley Proud. And, of course, shout out to my Phoenix Suns. Shout out to my Arizona Cardinals. The Valley hot right now, man. It just is what it is. The Valley hot right now. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like hearing the words juvenile, you can kiss my penis. All right? We don't really care. You know what I'm saying? We doing our thing out here, repping hard, doing our thug stuff. Other than that, man, you are listening to the Burning Bridges podcast. I am Jeremy Bridges, a.k.a. King JB, as the bottom of the screen says. All right? Right there. That's me, senior NFL veteran. This is the Burning Bridges podcast. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. All right. If you were returning, man, I appreciate you. Okay. This is a podcast based on the way I see things. Shout out to the All About the Birds family. You know what I'm saying? AAT Sports Network. Follow us on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on Instagram at AAT Sports _ Follow me at You Know Me, B-I-G. That's letter U, KNOMEBIG. I do follow back unless you're on that BS. All right. Mess with us on IG. I do another podcast called the JB and Benny Blue Review. I do run an Instagram page. So hit us up, man. You know what I'm saying? We hit back. My email is going to be jeremy.bridges7337@zohomail.com. If you got hate mail, love mail, anything you want to get off your chest, you got ideas for the show, man, let us know. All right, every once in a while I'll look up because I do got basketball bumping right now. New York Knicks, Brooklyn Nets, right? The battle for the boroughs going on right now. As I speak right now, Brooklyn is up by 1 point. All right, so it's the great time of year. It's the most wonderful time of year. I've been saying it for the last couple of weeks now. We got NBA basketball. We got hockey. We got football. We got college football. We got college basketball. And we got everything going on. And we got the Winter Olympics around the corner. Let's not ever forget. It's big time. Everything is big time. We'll start the show off like we always do, man. We're going to get this thing rolling. All right, Week 13 NCAA football recap. It was a great weekend for football, people. All right, how we doing, Miss Klaus, Miriana? Hey, how you doing, girl? Welcome to the show. All right, we're glad to have you. All right, so NCAA recap Week 13. Ole Miss knocked off Mississippi State in the Egg Bowl. It was rivalry weekend, y'all. If y'all don't know this. All right, North Carolina State is over. North Carolina, that was a great game. You didn't get a chance to watch it, man. You missed out. Michigan, shout out to the Block M. Finally taking down their arch nemesis, all right, that school in Ohio, as they refer to them. That would be Ohio State. And Michigan put a good thumping on them, good physical whooping. It was good Big Ten football, honestly, man. It's good to see big physical Big Ten football back. Alabama, man, 4 overtimes over Auburn. That was crazy. All right, and then, of course, Okie State knocks off Oklahoma. And, of course, we had some feathers getting ruffled in Oklahoma, of course. So they lost to their in-state rival. All right, Lincoln Riley flies the coop a couple days after and goes to USC. All right, so he'll be the coach of USC going forward. I'm not sure about all the contract stipulations, all that stuff, and exactly how long he's going to be locked in for. Shout out to Mel Tucker over there at Sparty at Michigan State, getting an extension, big extension. All right, these boys backing the Brinks truck up, getting paid. Brian Kelly, former coach of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, says bye-bye to South Bend and hello to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I think him and Boosie was chilling earlier. You know what I'm saying? Boosie took him down the way, got him some gumbo, some crawfish, you know what I'm saying? And Brian Kelly's going to be having a good old time down there. Shout out to Coach Overron. Ed Ogeron left LSU, but he did a great job over there at that school, won a national championship, which they haven't done since Nick Saban was there. Somebody posted on Instagram and Twitter, I think it was Twitter, why would he want to go from South Bend to Baton Rouge? 3 letters, SEC, right? So now he's got a way better chance to win a national championship. Hey, man, just do the math. And then plus, you know what I'm saying, they done threw about 95 mil at his ass, so shit, I go too. Billy Napier, who was the head coach of the Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns and turned that program around, did great things, took the head coaching job in Florida. Must be the money, like Deion Sanders say. These boys are taking big checks, and they're going to large programs. All right, whether you know it or not, it is championship weekend in college football. Okay, so we'll start it off, man. Break it down. We got Western Kentucky versus UTSA in the Conference USA championships. They're number 22. We got Oregon versus Utah, number 11 Oregon, number 19 Utah in the Pac-12 championship. Those are both on Friday, right? Early game with West Kentucky in the Conference USA championship, and the late game is going to be Oregon and Utah. We got Saturday action. We got Baylor versus Okie State in the Big 12 championship. We got Utah versus number 21 San Diego State in the Mountain West Championship. We got Georgia, go Dogs, versus Bama, Roll Tide in the SEC Championship. That's number 1 versus number 3. All right. A lot of people think Georgia is going to dog walk Bama. That's not SEC football, bro. That's not big-time SEC football. So Bama going to show up. They're going to show up to play. I think we're going to see Georgia get exposed in certain aspects of the game that nobody else could do. But Bama's going to show up to play, and they're going to – it's about who makes the least amount of mistakes in that game, right? That has huge playoff implications for NCAA and the championship series is how that goes, okay? We got Houston versus Cincy, all right, in the American Athletic Conference, number 24, Houston, number 4, Cincy. And then we got Michigan versus Iowa in the Big Ten Championship. We got Pitt versus Wake Forest and ACC. All right, so we got some action coming up, all right? It's going to be a great weekend for football. Again, championship Saturday, Friday, championship weekend in NCAA is always dope. All right, a lot of fun, all right? And we're going to the NFL recap. What is this, week 12 just passed by? So my Cards had a bye week, all right? Thank God, because we beat up. But we needed it, right? We needed the rest, so on and so forth. I think we're going to come back stronger, and we're going to make a big push going into these playoffs. But a couple weird things happened, all right? The Panthers lost to the Dolphins. Cam, I'm back. Well, are you back? Like, my God. Had a really bad showing down there in South Florida, which, I mean, it is what it is. He's a human being. It happens, right? But, of course, he's under a magnifying glass. You know what I'm saying? He's under a microscope. So people are looking at every little thing that he does. There's a lot of ridicule of Cam Newton in the social media. The Pats, as I predicted on the JB and Bennett review, around this time would be a snowball rolling downhill, and that's exactly what they are. All right, they roll over the tighten up Titans now. Now the Titans are a quote unquote playoff team. The Patriots ran through that ass. So that tells you a little bit about how it's going down. The Eagles fall to the Giants again. Philly, don't sell the house. Hey, a couple bad things are happening. You guys played tough ball. If man would have made a catch, things might have been different. All right, the Broncos destroy the Chargers. We don't never know who the Chargers are. We don't never know who's gonna show up. I'm not a Chargers fan. I don't even root for them, right? I think they're fraud, right? And they'll be back in San Diego, I think, in a couple of years. All right, the Packers knocked off the Rams. They're slowly in their demise. The curse of OBJ has sunk in, all right? And they're just not playing good ball. That big-time defense that they got, Nah, man. I'm not seeing it. And the Ravens knock off the Browns on Sunday Night Football. And the Seahawks get dusted. I mean, rightfully, the score doesn't display what the game was. The Washington football team really just took it to them the whole game. Russell, you going to be there next year? Who knows? Pete Carroll, you going to be there next year? Who knows? That's a recap. You know, that's how we always start the show. Again, man, if you joined us for the first time, thank you. If you're joining us again for the second, third, fourth time, thank you. All right. I do believe this is episode 12 or 13 maybe. All right, Johnny, you can tell me better. But we got a new segment for y'all. All right. This is gonna be called what's the segment called again, Johnny? Let me see.
JB's Rapid Fire.
Rapid Fire. And you guys already know Johnny got, send an introduction for it, man. So in this segment, Johnny's gonna ask me some questions. I throw them up on the screen. We're gonna read them. I'm gonna have 20 seconds to answer the question. The reason why we came about with this segment is because, as I told Johnny in a production meeting earlier today, I get tired of watching ESPN and listening to them explain things for 35 minutes where you can just give a simple answer to, right? Yes, no, maybe. You can give a short explanation and be done with it. Now, I understand they got to fill their airtime, but we get tired of hearing them guys talk. So, for all my folks out there, the good people that are watching the Burning Bridges podcast, it is Rapid Fire. JB's Rapid Fire. Let's go, Johnny.
All right. So with this, the first one that I am going to put up on the screen here, it's, a lot of people are talking about this. And are the Rams overrated?
Yes. Yes, the hell they are. All right. They are overrated. I say the Rams are a machine. Their offense, Sean McVay. Everybody's talking about the high-paced offense. You take a cog out of a machine, it won't run anymore. Their cog is number 10, and people have figured that out. And also, their defense is a bunch of front runners. All right, when everything's going well, it's easy to rush quarterback when it's 3rd and 8 and they're throwing the ball deep every time. So, yeah, they're overrated.
Next question goes to something you did bring up. Lincoln Riley do OU dirty?
It was a side swipe. I ain't gonna lie, because I don't think nobody saw it coming, right? Because his name really wasn't being mentioned in the whole USC coaching circle. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't say he did him dirty because at the end of the day, he's a man. He got to do his best for him, right? But at the same time, it's a lot going on when it comes to recruiting, and people are trusting you. They're trusting you with their children, and I mean, he flew the coop trying to get that bread. Is what it is. So I wouldn't say he did him dirty, but it definitely was a side swipe.
The only reason I brought that up was because apparently players texted him and he ghosted them, didn't respond, and then just left that next morning. Wow. And then there was I just saw something. There was a tweet it was a quote that he made that a player responded to the quote that he made to them, like, this is the hotbit or whatever it was. And the player said, he said that to us last week.
Wow.
So that's why I brought that up. Now,
hey. Where it is, man.
The next one. Will the Eagles make the playoffs?
Man, they got to have some things roll their way, right? Right now, I'm going to say no. And I said it in the beginning of the year, I said I think they're going to play ball better at the end of the year. But I just think with the competition level and the records that are going on in other conferences, I just don't think that they're going to make the other divisions. I just don't think they're going to make the playoffs this year. They're going to make a hell of a push, though, right? They're going to continue to win some games, and that's going to be a great sign of what's coming in the future.
Next one. Patrick Mahomes overrated a little bit. They kind of put him too high up on a pedestal.
I mean, they really made a big deal, Johnny, of the way he could throw the ball from different platforms. Nobody cares about that crap, right? I mean, he does a great job ad-libbing, but at the same time, at some point, you just got to sit back and play quarterback, right? You just got to drop back to your back foot and make the read, make the throw, right? It's not always about making a spectacular play. It's about running your offense and getting them down the field smoothly. So he's not overrated by any stretch of the imagination. He's talented as hell, right? He just got to, stop trying to make every play fantastic. He thinks he's the Magic Johnson of football, right? Saying every play ain't got to be fantastic. Even Magic would just damn lay the ball up sometimes. So, it can be, his game can be easily routine and still be as great, and then you make those great plays when you have to.
Is Russ's time up in Seattle?
Yes, it is. All right, time's up. The jig is up. All right, you've overstayed your welcome. All right, thank you, y'all. Thank you for coming. Good night. All that, right? He don't owe the city of Seattle and the team nothing else, right? Nothing. All right, he's giving them everything he had. Time for a change of scenery. Russ, get the hell out while you can, all right?
Mac Jones will lead New England to the number 1 seed in the AFC?
I don't doubt it at all, right? I don't doubt it at all. And as I just said in the recap of NFL in week 12, right? I predicted it on the JB and Benny Blue Review in our first the preview show of the NFL season that this is exactly what was going to happen. New England was going to be a snowball rolling downhill by mid-season. They won 6 straight. They are playing great ball, good defense. Mac Jones, again, like I said, he's going to have the best career of all of them, right? Because they're never going to put him in a position to be bad, right? He's always going to be in a position to succeed. He got a little razzle-dazzle. He can run and get a first down if he needs to. He ain't the most athletic cat in the world. He got a big arm. He can make the throws. He makes good decisions. Easy.
And now I think that brings us to the oh shit plays of the week.
Oh shit!
Got to make sure we get those. And now it is different. Each play is on a different reel. So if we wanted to watch a play over, we can. So we have that capabilities now. So it makes it a little bit easier.
I need to find them, Johnny. Hold on before you get going. I need to find them. I know you sent them to me. I gotta find these damn things.
I sent you the descriptions of what happened. Because each video was too long. So let me just make sure you got it.
I could have sworn it.
Here, I'll do it.
I seen it when I got into the StreamYard.
I'm just sending it again, so you should be able to. It should come right up on your email then. So then you get all the descriptions, and then each play that I'll play, make it nice and simple for you.
Cool. Oh, there we go. I don't know what the fuck I lost this.
All right. Now I will put the.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Ah, shit is right. You know what I'm saying? Fucking shit ain't downloading. Right. That's some bullshit. Hold on, goddammit, Johnny.
Here, I got one better for you.
Yo, there's some. I can see it. Yo, that's crazy. When I push the damn email, you know what I'm saying? The shit won't come up. That's wild as hell.
There we go. I just sent a text message, so you should get the picture.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Oh yes, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Number 5. Let's get it. Technology, a motherfucker. The Lions cornerback, Amari. I'm not even gonna try to say his last name with the nice interception. Oh shit! I hold on, man. I didn't even see that. Oh, that's okay. Here we go. Boom. Baited him. All right, man. That's what the good cornerbacks do, right? Make him think that he has you beat, knowing that you got that extra step. Let me get that. And then the soft hands, the fingertip grab. It don't get no better than that now. That's beautiful. Look at that shit, man. He is making big plays, getting big bucks. Number 4, Jags wide receiver Marvin Jones, one-handed snag, Mr. Sticky Fingers himself. Trevor, I got better hair than you, Lawrence, right? Trevor, Sunshine Lawrence. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I'm pretty sure they reviewed that to see was it a catch because the ball did move. But remember, good people out there, the ball can move now, right? It just has to be control of it. So, boom, he's under it. He's under it. Yep, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I like that. All right, we got my man, Rasul Douglas. Screw this guy, okay? With the pick 6 off Stafford. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Stafford is showing his ugly head right now. One thing that we don't realize about Matthew Stafford is that he is a solid quarterback, but at the same time, his record against winning teams is not very good. And I think we're starting to see that right now. Yeah. Plus, I think people just kind of got Sean McVay figured out. So shout out to that boy, Rasul Douglas, all right, making his money over there in Green Bay. Number 2, Herbert to Mike Williams. Sometimes you got to throw that thing up, right? Mike Williams, I'm big in here, right? I'm big in here. They call that boy in San Francisco Debo, but I make Debo plays. Look at that. Debo. Let me get that ball, man. 2 feet down. Questionable. I know they reviewed it to see if that heel got in, that right heel. Let's see what we can see. What you see? Left foot. Right foot. Ooh, everything got kind of misconstrued. All right, we got Lamar. You know what I'm saying? That boy, he did throw 4 picks in this game, but hey, he dropped this thing off. And our guy, you know what I'm saying? One-handed catch, Mr. Andrews. That boy from Arizona, by the way. All right, just in case y'all didn't know. He's a Valley boy, you know what I'm saying? Let me get that. Big hands, focus. Hey, sometimes you got to trust your player, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to have faith in the guy that you're throwing the ball to sometimes. It is what it is. All right, that's the top 5, man. The oh shit plays of the weekend, if you will. All right, yeah, that's nice right there, Johnny U. Next, we got one of my favorite segments, man. JV's tweets of the weekend. My favorite tweets of the weekend. We have a lot of fun with this segment. Oh, yeah. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Here we go.
Man, look. Now, this is from John Johnson, okay? So John, you know what I'm saying? Soul or Son Whip. I don't, these Twitter names be weird. They're from John Johnson. All right, this is our guy right here. What's this kid's name again?
Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma, man. I don't get it. I'm just going to be completely honest. Like, this whole fashion thing is just getting way out of hand. All right? Mans look like, I mean, when I saw it initially, I thought about it. I was like, yo, he looked like, you know what he looked like? He looked like Marty McFly on Back to the Future, right? It was a scene where, like, when he saw himself on part 2, right? Where he saw himself as a dork, right? So his dad came in, or what would be his grandson came in, and the future Biff was picking on him. But this is exactly how he was dressed, with the long, sloppy sleeves. Man, this dude look crazy as hell, man. I know he got a clown as soon as he walked in the locker room. All right, next tweet, man. Yo, again, Johnny,
I'm like that too. Todd Davis. Now I don't know who you think you are, right? Or what led you to say that, right? But you ain't E. All right? And you'll never be E. All right? I'm going up against a much better athlete than myself, right? I'm scared to death, don't know what to do. Just going to piss down my leg, just hug him mid-route. P.I. All right? Once again, just not really an athlete, right? I'm panicking. Let me just hook his arm so he doesn't embarrass me, right? P.I. All right? So I'm slow as dirt, right? The guy's about to run past me. Let me just grab him from the back like they do my mama at the club, right? P.I. All right? And now we're in overtime, right? Not even sure why you're still in the game. Besides the fact that we got a knucklehead coach that needs to be fired. Right? But the moment's too big for you. Piss down your leg, run it to the receiver. Right? It's not that hard, son. When the ball's in the air, you gotta look back at it. Like your mama always does. Sometimes she'll even reach back and grab it.
Pause that joint, right? Sometimes she'll even reach back and grab it. So this kid, Brendan Clinton, first of all, man, at Mr. Gold 30, we need to get Brendan Clinton on the show. All right, we got to get him on the show because he is blown up, man. And I always say, like, man, look, film room, crazy. It ain't that damn crazy though. You know what I'm saying? Can get a little wild, but his videos are always on point. It's funny because he always calls the guy that's messing up Davis, right?
Yeah.
So poor Davis. I don't know who Davis is and what he did to him, but man, Davis is getting eaten alive. But shout out to Brendan, man. Keep making good content, bro. We enjoying it, man. All right. Horrible route running. No effort. This is your guy, Johnny U. All right.
I'm gonna call him my guy, but I know what you're insinuating.
That's Rager, right?
Yeah, that is Rager. People are saying they need to throw it right there. You know, I just feel there's too many excuses being. If you watch, my biggest thing is go look at a clip of Stephon Diggs. Go look at a clip of Devontae Adams. Go look at a clip of even a guy like Antonio Brown. Look how hard they run from the start to the finish.
And even with a route like that, you have to give a guy the illusion that you're gonna go out or gonna go pass him to his outside shoulder to make him turn his shoulders. And then, of course, the ball being delivered a certain way. Like now, Jalen, his problem is that he stared him down the whole way, right? That's why the safety came up, made the interception or the pass breakup. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, you know, it's a couple things, you know what I'm saying?
He's not doing himself any favors, right?
No, Rager's not at all. You know what I'm saying? That's just bad. All right. That's really bad. So, yeah, I don't know who sent that tweet, but that was just bad. I don't see that. All right, well, it was a long weekend. Right? So, it was a long weekend. I can attest. I had 4 days off. Yeah, so what we have right here is this is from English underscore whoever the hell you are, CHAI, you know what I'm saying? We never get to see the whole name. But yeah, basically, that's how I felt yesterday, Johnny U. I was just like, damn, what do I even do again? Horrible. Right. Yeah, I forgot my ADP login and shit. I don't even know what finger to put on the fingerprint thing. I don't know. I'm all discombobulated. You know, sometimes tweets just tell the story in one picture. All right, it's beautiful. Yes. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. This is my man Tristan. You know what I'm saying? T Money. It is at 210 Sons. Yeah. That's our guy right there. You know what I'm saying? D Book doing his thing versus the quote unquote Slim Reaper. All right, Kevin Durant. Yeah, we got in that ass. You know what I'm saying? Don't even sweat it. But that is a beautiful picture. Johnny, you blow that picture up so the people can see that thing, man. Look at this. Woo! That's 6'5", D Book going against all of 7 foot, right? Kevin Durant, and D Book dropped it. You know what I'm saying? In his face like French fries and hot grease. He most certainly did. All right, so don't even worry about that. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna try our best to get these Warriors' ass tonight. All right, here we go. Wow. Now, again, it was rivalry weekend in college football, okay? So if you don't know about this rivalry, University of Arizona versus Arizona State University, yeah, it gets a little crazy, a little testy. It's rough. But Arizona State has ruled this rivalry for the last 5 years. So this fan with a great sign says how U of A plays Tetris, and it has all L's. Nice. Very creative, right? Extremely creative. Great work, too, with all the squares and the grid. That was nice, all right? It was pretty good. The writing could be better, but hey, we get the idea. Good stuff, man. From Jedi ASU. We love it, all right? No lies indeed. Speaking of Kevin Durant, all right? So this is from a layman analyst NBA. So if you good people, if you haven't seen the picture of Kevin Durant and someone posted it about his personal caretaking, right? So Kevin Durant's hair is always nappy as hell. His beard is always just matted. And his leg, they showed a picture from his tight to his sock. His leg was ashy as shit. So this picture or this image actually comes from someone posted their turkey from Thanksgiving. And it was so well cooked that it was just shaving off. And that's what you see, but that's how Kevin
Somebody said they didn't eat the turkey; they rolled it up and smoked it.
Right, yeah. But that's what it looked like. It looked like hash. You know what I'm saying?
That was a good one.
All right, they got their guy. What do you mean, USC football? All right, Lincoln Riley. He says he's fighting on. He's going to be a head coach of USC. And shout out to USC. All right. Because, man, have they been going through a lot of shit over the last 8 to 10 years, right? Just can't get right. So, I mean, it's all about the head man and then the people that he's going to bring in to be a supporting cast. So, yeah, shout out to SC. And, I mean, we just talked about it earlier, you know what I'm saying, in the rapid fire. Did he do OU dirty? I mean, the whole not responding to the players thing, like I probably would have had a meeting with the kids, and I'd have broke it down to them like the real. You know, it's all a part of the business, and it sucks. And I'm going to talk a little more about it, and probably that's going to be our boiling bridges topic. You know what I'm saying? About coaches flying the coop after they have promised parents the world and the kids. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. So we're going to talk a little more about that at the end of the show.
Yeah, that's the big thing, you know, especially when you're telling these kids and you're going, and then, but the one thing that I did hear somebody say, and it made a lot of sense, you know, people like coaches complain about the transfer portal and all this kind of stuff, this free agency type of, aspect in college football. But again, you can't really complain when you're doing stuff like this, especially not responding to players and just up and going. And then, you know, that morning getting on the flight with a bunch of coaches and then, that's wrong. But the one thing I did see, do you see who's coaching the bowl game for Oklahoma?
No.
Bob Stoops.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So they put a video together I'll after we do these tweets, I'll find it and I'll
Mhm.
put it up.
Yeah.
It's actually really good. It was on his Twitter page,
Wow.
but it's really good. Kind of,
Wow.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
he's gonna. I saw the article and stuff like that he's gonna coach. But on to the next one.
On to the next one, man. yo, blow that one up. Oh my God. Let's see who this is from first, and we'll blow it up again. Let's see who this is from. It's that time of year, okay? So this is from Minturn Alexander, right? It's that time of year again, and yes, it is. We all been there. We know. You go to the store, you know what I'm saying? You hear the ding, 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 ding. Like, God damn. We've all said it, right? I just said it the other day when I went to my neighborhood Walmart grocery that's down the street from my house. I get out of the truck, all I hear is ding, ding, ding. Oh, fuck. I'm like, so, and I know it's the same old dude that's there every year. He always asks me about how fast I ran in the 40 because he knows I played in the NFL, right? So, sweet old man. But if you've ever seen the movie Bird Box with Sandra Bullock and these damn kids, it don't get no better than that Photoshop wise. We got two Salvation Army people there. They're just loving life, right? And then we got Sandra getting them kids the fuck up out of there. It don't get no better than that. That's awesome. Great job.
That's a good one.
By Minturn Alexander. It is nice, you know what I'm saying? We got your Photoshop game on point. We love it. Oh. Okay, this is at the Colin Hooper. All right, so the caption goes, getting off the toilet after scrolling for 20 minutes. Now, I forget this young man's name, but he is the offensive lineman for the Browns.
Jack Conklin.
Jack Conklin. He ended up getting a little hurt. Thought he could walk it off, and oh, hell no. And he said, nah, fam. 300, how much? Oh, not up in here. Yo, but the caption, dead on, right? Because we all got caught in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me go drop this off real quick, especially in the morning. When you get on the phone, next thing you know, you sitting there for 15 minutes like, shit, let me get the hell up out of here, right? So, yeah, it's like that. Who else we got next? Ooh, that limp was tragic.
I think that's it on
that's
those.
It.
Let me pull up I got the video up here, so let me pull that up. It's really good. It's like a 1 minute long.
Cool. Let's let it roll.
Let's get this back up. And then I will blow it up and play it.
Talking to our fan base out there, I'm talking to our recruits out there, I'm talking to our players' parents out there. There's not one guy, one person in the history of this program that's bigger than the program. Coach Switzer, myself, or Lincoln Riley. And what I told the players is they are the program. Players throughout these decades, they are OU football, not us as a coach. I'm getting in the Hall of Fame because of them. The players, the coaches around them, all of that. But those players are the ones who are OU football. And they'll stick together. They stick together. They'll continue to be OU football, championship football, the way we're used to playing it.
Nice. I mean, and yeah, man, look, you don't know how much that helped their program, right? Because I know it was parents like, hey, decommit, right? You ain't going over there amongst all that bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they stooped, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they paid him a pretty penny to get on there and open his mouth and say that stuff. And he's right. I mean, I get that's every college program. It's not about the coach, it's about the players because they're the ones that get out there and make it happen. So, yeah, shout out to them, man. You know what I'm saying? And these kids, I mean, OU's a storied program. It's always going to be a great place to play. But Lincoln Riley had to do what was best for him. So, pay some bills right now, Johnny. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this NFL thing.
All righty, I will do that. I'll pop you off. Get yourself ready to go, and we'll pay some bills. So going up here to talk a little bit about statement games. Fun free twist on fantasy sports. Link is in the bio. AATsportsnetwork.com/shop. A lot of good gear we got on there. Holidays are coming up, so check that out. Any ideas that you'd like us to do, shoot them our way. We're always willing to see what we can do, expand in terms of get some different type of gear out there. Manscaped is part of the AAT Birds and AAT Sports Network. Use the codes AAT Birds for 20% off and free shipping at checkout. Symbol, the stock market for sports. Symbol.com. Use the promo code AAT Sports when you sign up. It's really cool. You can basically, you're buying stock in the teams. So if you have a young player on a team that you think is going to, succeed, like a Mac Jones. If you think, Mac Jones is going to keep, striving, he's going to be able to take this team to the next level. You buy stock in them. If a guy like Trevor Lawrence, you think in a couple of years he's going to be, one of the top quarterbacks in the league. You do that. You can do all the sports: football, baseball, basketball. My Seattle Mariners are signing some pretty good players, so maybe you think they're going to shoot through the roof. You never know. So it's definitely cool. Check it out. And they do also have college sports as well. So maybe you want to buy some stock in USC now that they have Lincoln Riley. So definitely something to check out. AAT Birds is partnered with La Terrain Luxury Watches. Use the code AAT Birds at checkout for 10% off. And also funkbrewing.com, the official brewery of AAT Sports and AAT Birds. Check them out, funkbrewing.com. They got a lot of great choices there. They will ship. So definitely something to take a look at. And All About the Birds expanding. Please follow the new AAT Sports Network on Twitter at AAT Sports _. Sports is what we're all about. And pop you back in the screen. And
yes,
I'm going to go over some records because we had some movement the last 2 weeks. We haven't been here. We had the bye week. So you are in the lead. You have the number one spot. Chip has taken a little bit of a tailspin, if you'd like to say. I think he had 4 wins 2 weeks ago, and he had 6 wins this week. Damn. So he's not doing so hot. So you're 112-68 total. You were 9-6, if I'm not mistaken, last week. No, you weren't 9-6. You were 11-4.
Oh, yes, sir.
11-4, not 9-6. My bad on that. 11-4. Chip was 6-9. He is 111-69. Jeff was 9-6. He also is 111-69. And I finished at 7-8, and I am in the back at 110-70. So we're all grouped in there. You and I are just by 2 games, and then the other guys are 1 game off. So it's very close, and we got another action-packed week of football coming up.
Yes, we do. And let's get started with Thursday night. All right, Thursday night football is going to be the Cowboys at Saints. For you betting folks out there, it's Dallas' favorite by 4.5. What you got, Johnny?
I'm going to go with I know Taysom Hill's starting. I know they're trying to do something different in New Orleans, but even with the COVID, even with McCarthy not there, I still think Dallas will pull it out.
Yeah, I don't see Taysom Hill being a successor, when it comes to him being a quarterback of that team. I think the Cowboys are just too talented, and I think McCarthy not being there is probably an upgrade for him. So, yeah, Cowboys get their win. Sunday action, early games. We got the Bucs going to the Falcons. Big NFC South action. What you got?
I'm going to go with the Bucs here. I know the Falcons played a little bit better this week than they did, the previous Thursday night against the New England Patriots, but I just think the Bucs are going to be way too much for Matt Ryan.
Without a doubt. I'm going to do the same thing, man. I'm going to go with the Bucs on that one, man. Falcons they're just falconing, and it just is what it is. All right, my boys back in action. The Bird Gang going out to windy Chi-Town to play the Bears, the in disarray Bears. Do they have a head coach, Bears? What? Is Matt Nagy still the head coach of the Bears? Anyway, it don't really matter. We don't really care. We put the game plan together. We execute. We win. What you got, Johnny?
Yeah, Bears aren't going to be able to match up with Arizona. They barely beat Detroit. They literally tried to give Detroit the game, and Detroit just couldn't take it. So Arizona in my book here. Well,
you know who I'm picking in this one. All right, Chargers headed to the Bengals. Cincy, the hardest team in Ohio. That's what I'll call them. The Cincinnati Bengals, and the Uncertain Chargers. We don't know what the hell they are. So who you got?
I got Cincy. Cincy's on a roll right now. Joe Burrow's playing really well. He made a comment in his press conference talking about early in the year he was just trying to go too much for the home run ball, and now he's starting to go with what defenses are giving him, which he's got the weapons. Yep. And Los Angeles can't stop the run. And Joe Mixon's one of the best backs in the league. I got Cincy.
Yes, sir. Everything you said is valid and true, and I'm going right with you. Bengals get the W. Now, again, I'm going to go back over these lines for those bettors out there, because we do have betting people. Tampa, you know what I'm saying, is favored by a slick 11 points. Of course, we're favored by 7.5 over the Bears, and the Bengals are favored by 3 over the Chargers. Speaking of the Lions, all right, they got the Vikes coming in. The Lions are 0-10-1. The Vikes are 5-6. Minnesota's favored by 7. What you got, Johnny?
This one's tough because Detroit's going to get a win. They're gonna be able to catch somebody.
Yes, they are.
Maybe Kirk Cousins lines up underneath the right guard again and not the center and tries to take a snap like he did last week and had to call timeout. But I just think Minnesota may just be a tiny bit too tough for Detroit.
Yeah, and I talk about this on our podcast, JB and Benny Blue, and of course Benny, my brother, is a avid Detroit fan. I told him, I was like, man, it's gonna be some bumps and bruises. I was like, but you guys are gonna be better off in the next 2 years than people even think right now. So they're playing hardball. All they gotta do is put some things together. But I think the Vikings will just be a little bit too much for them this game. Wouldn't put the 7 points on them though, because I think it's gonna be very tight. The Vikings probably end up winning by a field goal, to be honest. All right, we got the G-Men slide into South Florida, and the Miami Dolphins are favored by 5 points. Johnny, what say you?
So something came out earlier this evening about Daniel Jones has a neck strain, is uncertain for Sunday. Tua's playing very well. Brian Flores runs that defense real well. And Mike Glennon, I'm sorry, but he doesn't really move the needle at all. He's got a giraffe-looking neck, so he ain't winning this game. I'm gonna say Miami wins.
I'm with you. It's weird playing in Miami, just period. And even before they got this new stadium, it was just always weird playing in Miami, especially later on in the season. And the G-Men does not have a good success. Now, one thing we can note that Saquon is going to be a little more healthy because he did play last game. Didn't get very many touches, but there was kind of more of a fill-out game to get him back. I do think the Dolphins will still pull it out. All right, we got the EAGLES Eagles going into the JETS Jets. All right, a whole lot of spelling going on. I feel like I'm listening to a Snoop song. All right, Johnny, I know you can't pick this game, but I'm gonna pick it for you. The Eagles are gonna win. All right. I look. Salah's doing some decent things with them. I still don't think that Zach, what's the kid's name?
Zach Wilson.
I don't think Zach Wilson's their guy. I don't think he's their franchise quarterback. I think they drafted him because he looked like a nice shiny Bentley, but they didn't realize he had a salvage tag. All right. I'm going to go with the Eagles on this one. Philly's favored by 6.5. And I do believe they'll cover because I think they're going to get, it's going to get ugly late. All right. All right, we got the Colts, who are playing damn good ball, all right, going to the Houston, Texas, baby, to the 2-9 Texans, the sneaky Texans, all right, let's just be honest with you, all right, shout out to Dave Culley down there trying to get it right. They got their man back at quarterback, Tyrod, but India's favored by 9. Johnny, what say you?
Yeah, the way Indianapolis is just playing, I just don't think Houston matches up with them real well. Jonathan Taylor is absolutely amazing the way he runs the ball. I got to go Indianapolis on this one.
I'm with you. I got to go to Colts, even though I'm still waiting on that one kid from North Dakota State to screw up, right? It's coming. I'm waiting on it to happen. It's going to happen, right? And I ain't wishing bad on him. It's just history has shown his whole career that he's going to do this. All right. We got the Washington football team going into the big poker chip, playing the Raiders. All right, favored by 2.5. Johnny, what say you?
Taylor Heineke's playing really well, but I don't know. I just feel the Raiders. Deshaun Jackson's starting to fill himself into that role, into that offense, And their pass rush is unbelievable with Max Crosby and Yannick Ngakoue. I'm going to go Vegas on this one.
I got to roll Vegas as well on this one, man. I just think that they're going to open up their running game. I know Jake is kind of banged up, but they got two other backs, right?
They got Kenyon Drake.
They got Kenyon Drake. They got Jalen Richard, you know what I'm saying? Settlements to the top, right? So they're going to open up their run game, and they're going to take Jackson up top a lot, and it's going to always be a threat, right, that they can throw to him, which really opens up the middle of the field and that 16 to anywhere from that 18 to 12-yard fringe where they can just work the middle of the field, which they love to do. Probably the best balls that Derek Carr throws, or Derek Carr throws are the balls over the middle, right? So Vegas, baby, gets the win. They're favored by 2.5 again. All right, we got the Jags heading into LA, you know what I'm saying, SoFi Stadium to the Fugazi Rams? Are they Fugazi? Are they real? Are the Rams real? Are they real? Are they fake? What are they?
A part of me would love.
We're looking at them with the little diamond scoper. Like, are those? What is that?
So a part of me would love to see them somehow blow this game and lose to the Jaguars because, would they pack their bags and go back to St. Louis because they can't show their face in Inglewood?
It's Angle. You gotta think
Angle.
It's Anglewood now. It's not Inglewood. It ain't Inglewood. It's Anglewood now.
Anglewood. Right? But yeah, I think the Rams win this, but I'm kind of rooting for the Jaguars. I kind of want to see the Rams just keep falling.
Yeah. I'm the same way. All right. I know the Rams will probably win. Right. I know they're not going to win by 13 points. But deep down in my soul, I just feel like the Jags are going to put up a hell of a fight. Right. They ain't going to lay down and die. I know they're not. All right. Too much pride. These guys are professional athletes. We don't know what the hell man's going to be or we're going to do next year, Irvin. But again, these cats are going to play for those checks. And they're going to play for their names on the back of their jerseys. So only time will tell. We got the Ravens and the Steelers. The Ravens getting the win. And Jim Harbaugh said a great speech after the game. They're winning games. We don't know exactly how they're doing it. It's ugly, but they're winning, right? But teams that win ugly games in the middle of the season do well in the playoffs, right? Because they learn how to win. So we got the Ravens heading into the Steelers. Baltimore's favored by 4. Johnny, what say you?
Yeah, the defense for Pittsburgh's struggling. The whole team for Pittsburgh is struggling, and I just feel Lamar Jackson, they're not going to be able to handle him, especially if Watt's out. I know he had COVID or he had the whatever exposure, but I got Baltimore. I think Lamar shows out.
Yeah, I think Lamar's going to have a way better showing than he had the other night. He threw 4 interceptions, and he literally apologized to his team, which he always takes accountability for anything that he's done. And I love that about that kid. You cannot do anything but respect and play hard for a young man or for a teammate that takes accountability. And then makes up for it and shows improve, right, the next game, right? All right, we got the Seahawks taking on the 49ers. The 49ers are rolling to the Great Northwest. The Seahawks with all kind of question marks, right? We don't know who the fuck these people are. All right, so got the Niners going to the Seahawks. Who you got?
All right, Niners on a roll right now. Seattle's faltering. I got to go Niners.
Yeah, I'm the same way, going Niners. Seahawks, man, I don't know. Russell will probably be gone next year, and Pete Carroll probably be gone next year, too, to be honest. It might just be time, the end of an era for them, right? It's time to move on. Broncos on the way to the Chiefs. The getting hot Broncos, right? Headed down to Chiefs Kingdom. The Sunday night game, all right? The whole damn world will be watching. Johnny, what say you? Broncos, Chiefs. Oh, yeah, by the way, San Francisco's favored by 3.5, and Kansas City is favored by 10. That's Vegas being weird, because that's some bullshit.
On this one, I'm going to go Denver. I just feel Denver's defense is playing real well right now. And I don't know. I like the way their running game's going. I like what they're doing. But the thing is, what Denver team's going to show up. If Denver team shows up that showed up last week,
right,
they have a really good chance to win.
But
I'm going to go Denver on this one.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs just because of what you just said. And then I don't know what Denver team is going to show up, right? Teddy Two Gloves a little banged up. He was out the game, in the game, out the game, in the game. And that Chiefs defense is heating up, right? So with bringing in Ingram, being able to put Jones back in his natural position, And Man's getting healthy. What's his name? Ford, the other outside linebacker, defensive end. Him getting healthy. And the linebackers are playing steady ball, and the defensive backfield has stepped up to the plate. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs on this one. I don't know about that 10 points, but I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
I think it's Frank Clark. It's Frank Clark.
Yeah, Clark. I can remember that. Yeah, I can remember that dude's name. Clark. They kind of I think they related to some shit. Anyway, yeah, something. All right. So Monday Night Football. All right, we got the Pats going to the Bills. What's crazy to me before I even start talking about this? I'm looking at these dates. That says December 6th. Damn. This year is over, right? Jesus H. Christ. Anyway, we got the Bills going to the Mafia, and Buffalo's favored by 2.5. What the fuck are they smoking?
Yeah. New England's on a roll. I'm sticking with the team that's on the roll right now. They're just playing so well, and defensively, they're just unbelievable the way they're playing.
Yeah, man. The Bills, I have some shit going on, and I don't know, and I can't really put my finger on it because when you watch them play, it's like, well, it's head scratching to watch them play. It's just weird. But on the other side, the Patriots got their thing going. They know exactly who they are. Good defense, solid offense, sound special teams. Don't ever forget that. All right, one of the best special teams in the league. I think the Pats will get the W. All right, those are our picks. All right, for Week 13. Coming up next. All right, we're gonna end this show how we always do, how we usually do. All right, with me dropping some science on y'all ass in my Boiling Bridges segment. But all things going on in college football. We talked a lot about Lincoln Riley leaving OU. Was it a shiesty situation, right? We talk about Brian Kelly leaving Notre Dame. Was that a shiesty situation, right? Because he just abruptly left as well because his name wasn't really in the running for the LSU coach, right? And all of a sudden he's gone, right? I think that they kind of knew down Louisiana Lafayette that if Mans had any kind of success, that he was probably going to take a bigger job. So it wasn't quite of a shock to them. Here's the thing about that. Is it bad? A man got to do what a man got to do, right? And being that both of these coaches have been at those programs for a long ass time, I'm going to say it's not the worst thing in the world because it ain't like they just was there for 2 years, had a couple years of success and dipped, right? Lincoln Riley's been in OU forever, and Brian Kelly the same thing in Notre Dame. They've both had success. Neither one has won a national championship, right? But when you talk about where they're going, right, also storied franchises, Brian Kelly probably has a better chance to win a national championship, honestly, if he literally loads up that team and allows those young men to play ball and puts together an offense similar like the one he had in Notre Dame. He's going to get better talent, all right? And of course, Lincoln Riley at USC, I mean, they've just been waiting for someone's name to be big enough to come to that school because they've been losing a lot of kids to other schools that are right there in the LA area because of the lack of success, right? Parents, make sure when your kids are being recruited that you ask coaches to their face, right? What are you going to be doing in 4 years, right? Where are you going to be at in 3 or 4 years, right? If a coaching job comes up, are you going to fly the coop and leave my kid stranded because you just promised my kid the world, right? Now, I get it with the whole transfer portal thing. Now, we're going to see a whole bunch of kids slide off with Lincoln Riley, right? We might see some kids transfer with Brian Kelly. Who knows, right? But this is precaution. These are things you have to ask these coaches going into recruiting and before you sign that letter of intent and even before you make that verbal commitment and say, yeah, I'm coming to your school. You need to know what's going on with those coaches, all right? I wish Lincoln Riley and Brian Kelly and Mel Tucker and what's his name, Ripley, I think his name is the kid Ripken, whatever his name is, the guy who went to Florida, Napier, right, who went to Florida. I wish them all great success. But kids just understand that these are men, right? They're not robots. So when opportunity knocks, you got to answer it. Life ain't fair. Yeah. Couple shicey situations, you know what I'm saying, with Lincoln Riley I was talking to Johnny about earlier, but other than that, parents, you're the ones that got to make sure that you're very instrumental in your child picking a school, and you got to ask those tough questions to those coaches and those recruiting coaches, and you're going to meet the head coach eventually, so you got to ask that man, what's going on, where you going to be at in the next 4 years, all right? This has been another episode of Burning Bridges Podcast. Holler at me on Twitter, you know me, BIG, letter UKNOME, BIG. Rock with us at the AAT Sports _. That's all about the Bird Sports Network, man. You can see past episodes. Go to our YouTube channel, man. All about the Birds. Like, subscribe, 5-star, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter. I'll follow you back unless you're on that bullshit. Go to our Instagram. That's the JB and Benny Blue Review. That's my other podcast. We will be live streaming tomorrow night, right? If you're watching this live. Same damn time, right? Getting down with the get down, talking that talk, how we do. Shout out to my dog, Benny Blue. Shout out to my boy, Johnny U, you know what I'm saying, one of the dopest producers in the game. All the boys at the AAT, you know what I'm saying, Chip, Jeff, all the homies, you know what I'm saying. Everybody that tuned in tonight, we appreciate you guys. If it was your first time, again, welcome. If you're returning, we thank you again for the love. Tell your friends about us. Hopefully next week we're going to have a guest. I'm going to work hard for it, and we're going to see how it goes. But, as always, we appreciate you guys stopping by. Guys, have a wonderful night. I'm going to go watch my boys take on these pesky Warriors. All right. Until next week, this has been the Burning Bridges Podcast, huh?